back to my channel. It's your girl Z-Face, and I'm back with another video. I'm finally going to tell you guys how we met. It's just going to be a story time. This is how we're going to do it. I'm going to start saying the story because you all know hobby is camera shy, so I'm going to say the story. I'm going to say the story, and then maybe when I forget anything, he's going to remind me. So I don't even know how I'm going to start. I don't know how I'm going to start. You know, it's very different when I'm alone, but when hobby is here, I don't know how to say it. Okay, so we met in school. It was a coincidence that we were living in one city. Also, the city was owned by my father. He was living upstairs and I was living downstairs. So that is when everything just started. I made 1 year in that city. I made 1 year before you came now.
I don't know, why do you?
Because for a while I had not been seeing you this day. I saw you only after some time. He came to that city a year after. He was living in some other place, but he came to that city a year after. I knew everybody that was living in my father's city at that time. Like, you know, it's your father's city, like you have to know all the tenants that are living there. And I did not know about him because he was a very, very quiet person. I knew just his brother, but I didn't know anything about him. So I did not even know anybody was living up there with him. Like anybody like him. Sorry, I knew just his brother. So how did we start talking? Okay, he started greeting my friend. I noticed him when he started greeting my best friend, because my best friend, like, guys, it was so crazy. My best friend and I were living in the same city, and my husband and I were also living in the same city. He started greeting my best friend. That's when I started noticing him. Like, I'm like, who is this guy that is always greeting you and saying good afternoon? She said, he's living up there. I said, he's living in this city and I don't know anything about him. Like, I have no idea. Before she said, oh, he just came. The first day he spoke to me was okay, there was something wrong with his room. Yes, there was something wrong with his room. So since he was living in the last floor up, they had a tank up in that house, so sometimes it usually leaks and comes out of somebody's ceiling, like the people on the first floor up, or the last floor up, sorry. So he had that issue in his room, and then he came to our room because I was living with my other sister at that time. He came to our room. My other sister was not around. Like, she was basically the one that was taking care of the city. Like, you know, she's the elder sister. Anything that goes wrong, she calls my dad. In fact, she was like the caretaker of that city. So when he came to my room, he knocked the door. When I opened the door, I was like, yes, can I help you? Like, you know, like, can I help you? I couldn't remember his face. I couldn't remember that he was the one that my best friend was greeting at all times. So I just said, yes, can I help you? He said, please, can you call your dad and tell your dad that my room is having a problem, something. I said, okay, I'm going to call my dad. He said, okay, why don't you come and check and even see what's happening? So I went upstairs, and it was just, guys, it was just a very small problem. Like, it was not even like the water was dripping down. It was just soaking wet. It was after that things happened that I knew that, I knew that he wanted me to come and see where he was, where his room was, so that the next time he's going to invite me to his room. Like, it was one of his strategies. It was one of his strategies. The next time that we met, yeah, okay, tell me what happened. What happened? You knew that my sister was not there. No,
did you know? Was I living with you guys? How would I know your sister is not there?
I just felt like that day now you knew. That's why he told me to come and check.
Well, I just genuinely I came to
complain
that actually there's something wrong with my room, and if you guys could call your dad. I mean, I met your sister. I wouldn't have had a problem. I would have told her that. Unfortunately for me, I met you. So I was like, wow, okay. God does these things in.
Yes, God has a way of doing things.
I just knew it was my time. Let me just.
So the next time, I think that was the first time that we spoke. Then the next time, if I'm not wrong, the next time that we spoke was okay, when I was going to town, because every weekend I always go to town to see my parents. So I was going to town, and then he was coming. You know, like somebody is coming. You have no idea that I had no idea he was the one coming. Sorry. So I was just moving. I'm like, no, maybe this is just a random boy. You know, like, girls, you guys can relate. When you're moving and coming, like, that person is coming like a guy, you're just going to like try to derail yourself. You're going to be looking elsewhere just so that you should not have eye contact with that person. So that's basically what I was doing. I had no idea he was the one Then when we met, he came and touched me like, are you not seeing me? Don't you greet your friends? Or I'm like, who is this one? Who is your friend? In my head, I'd not tell him. Like in my head, I'm like, who is your friend? Who is your friend? I was like, hey, sorry, I didn't even know you were the one. So that day passed. The next time that we saw again was when I was cleaning my room. I was cleaning my room, going down to the stairs. So he was coming down. He said, I'm inviting you to my room. Can you come and visit me any day? I was like, okay, I'm going to come.
Yeah.
I told my best friend about it. She was like, why don't you go? Guys, have you already told my best friend that you like me?
No, not yet.
Okay. So after that time, I was just giving him a fake answer because I did not want to go to the room. You know, like, I was kind of feeling awkward that if I'm having anything to do with the guy that we're living in the same city, I don't know, I was just feeling a type at that time. Like, I didn't want anything to happen between me and any person in that city, you know, like, because my father always used to come to that city. It was his house, his city. He had to always come and check. Just imagine your boyfriend is in that same city, your father is always coming. They're just going to be awkward. So he said I should come and visit him. I said, okay, I'm going to come. 1 week passed, and then I had not seen him for 1 week. The next week came, he met me at that same place where I was dragging the stairs, and he was like, oh, you deceived me, you told me you were going to come and visit me. Like, this guy that's always telling me to come and look for him like this, I don't know what I'll do. So one day my best friend and I, we went to school at 8:30 in the morning, and our teacher did not come, so we had to come back home. So I was just like, why don't you go and visit Stefan? That's what I told her. She said, so you started liking him. I said, no, it's not like that though. It's not like I just want to go and visit him. That I've told him a lot of lies that I'm going to come and visit him. Let me just go and see him. So she said, okay, no problem. But I think my best friend, she already understood what was going on at that time. Like, she knew that you liked me and something, so she was...
Yeah, I guess she knew.
Yes, she knew.
She's a wise girl.
So
Understands better.
we went upstairs. I told you it was 8:30 to 9 a.m. It was still in the morning. We went upstairs and he was having breakfast. So when we came, he was like shocked to see me. At that time, I know I had their number. But I know I exchanged numbers at that time, I'm sure. Yes, so we didn't have each other's number, so I could not text him that I'm coming to your room. No, I just went, knocked, and he was like shocked to see me. You know, that kind of thing. You're not expecting your crush. What's your crush? You're not expecting your crush to be in the room at that time. So he was having pancakes. I'm sure you're having the pancakes that day.
Yeah,
it was pancakes. So I just entered and I was like, me too. I just said, I'm hungry. He went, bought bread, eggs, tomatoes, all the necessary things for bread and egg. He came and fried. In fact, guys, that was the first time a boy made food for me. I was like, You know, when somebody does something for the first time, like something like that, you're always just, you feel extra happy and extra excited. I'm like, So he fried eggs and he made breakfast that morning for me and my best friend. We ate, and then later on, we started watching movies. I love watching movies so much, and he had a lot of movies in his laptop, a lot of interesting movies. I stayed in his room from 9 a.m. till it was about 6 p.m. My best friend left me there. She came back and she was like,
she didn't want to go.
That she didn't want to go.
She was falling in love.
I was not in love. I was not yet in love.
Please. In love,
I was not in love.
Gradually falling in love.
So my best friend came and she was like,
She almost watched all the movies on the laptop that day. Hi.
My best friend came and she was like, are you not going to leave this room? Are you stuck here? What's happening to you? I'm like, please, he has a lot of interesting movies. I need to watch all of these movies.
You are film, mommy film.
So I finally, in fact, I think I watched all the movies in your laptop that day.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, I watched all the movies. Then I left. I left at night, like when his brother came back. I left and then I went to my room. That night, you know, girls must always talk. My best friend and I were gisting, and she was like, what, how far, do you feel it? Did you love him? I said, now like that, now. I'm like, yes, I like, there's like, but no love.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes. That day we exchanged numbers. That was the day we finally exchanged numbers. And I think it was Like we just started talking on phone, and then the one that just bust my head is when he started calling me sweetheart. I'm like, hey, please be calming down.
Okay, you felt completely.
Be calming down. I'm like, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how are you doing, what's up? He was always calling, always texting. I'm like, so
that kind of person.
And then one day I went, during school days there's hunger. So one day I left school very, very hungry. My best friend and I were so hungry. He called me and he was like, where are you? I said, I'm just leaving school now. He said, okay, meet me at this place. So when I got there, I was looking so tired. He said, what's wrong? Are you okay? I said, I'm very, very hungry. Flimsy complaints that girls always give. He gave me 10K. Guys, see, during that time, like 4 years ago, because we met in 2016, 4 years ago, you tell a guy that you're hungry in school. When we were in school, if you tell a guy that you're hungry, it's going to be ranging from 2K. If it's not 2K, the highest should be 5K, but he gave me 10K. You say, hey, somebody that is generous, please. We ended up using that money to cook a whole pot of rice, fried rice, and chicken. So I was so excited, like, somebody that is generous, somebody that can make me breakfast, somebody that will make me breakfast, somebody that
full package.
Full package. Like in fact, I already yes. There was no way I could resist. There was no way I could resist. On top of all those things that he was doing, he was also God-fearing. This kind of guys, like, be like, on Sunday, did you go to church today? And then, guys, there was something that was wrong when I was in school. I'll just sleep and just forget that it's Sunday. Like, time will just pass. If they want to call me, I'm like, you're not going to church today. Some days he'll come down and knock our door to wake us up so that we can prepare and go to church. So that was also one aspect that your girl could not let go, because he was God-fearing, he was caring, he was loving, he was kind, and he was generous. I did not tell him a yes, and he did not also ask me to be his girlfriend. Like, he was just showing me care, love. He was always checking up on me. It just happened, like, how they even call it, understanding and response. Yes, that's what we're doing, understanding and response. So we're just flowing. It went on for about, I think, a month or 3 weeks. Yeah, it went on for that. We went on like that for like 3 weeks, or let me say a month plus the time that you were still trying to talk to me. 1 month. And then the day that why are you laughing? The day that I finally think, in fact, the day I think we started dating was the day we had our first kiss.
What are we?
That was the day that let me just tell you guys what happened that day. That day was the 25th of, is it May? Yes, the 25th of May 2016, the 25th of May. I went for, in fact, I was planning to go for a birthday party, so I went, I did my hair, did my makeup. At that time, I was learning makeup at that time. I started learning makeup in 2016, so my makeup was, I was all glammed up. I was ready to go for that birthday party. So he was coming downstairs and I was going for the birthday party, and he saw me and he was like, wow, you look beautiful, you look good. I'm like, He said, where are you going to? I said, I'm going for a birthday party. He said, okay, when you go, please you come and see me. Like, when you're back from the birthday party, please come and see me. I said, okay, it depends on the time I'm going to be back. So we went for the birthday party, and the birthday party was boring. Like, we could not even stay there for long. It was really, really boring. We did not have fun. So I just told my best friend, let's go back to the house, because I wanted to go and see him.
She was already missing me.
So we came back to the city, and then I went to his room. We were seated at the balcony. He told me to sit on his legs. So when I sat on his legs, he held my hands and he told me, what did he even tell me? I've forgotten the things that he said, but he said so many nice things.
He said sweet things.
Yes, so many sweet things. And he was just talking and talking and talking, and I was just going and going. Then that was when we had our first kiss. For the 1 month that we spoke, that was when we had our first kiss. It was so nice, so good. And then when we finished kissing, I asked him, what are we now? Like,
After
after I finish
after
kiss,
enjoying.
I say, what are we now? And I don't know, what did you say?
I was like, we're partners.
Yes, he
I
said.
cannot remember, but I can.
He said,
I said
he
something.
said, we are partners. You're my girlfriend, and I'm your boyfriend. We're officially dating now. I'm like,
And here we are now.
I'm like, So that's basically it about how we met, and
God is the greatest.
yes, God is really the
I mean,
greatest
it
because
started
it's been 4 years, and it started like a joke. Like when we started dating in that city, everybody was just looking at us as if we were playing. Like,
I didn't know I'll fall in love seriously, but things just happen so fast. And
I'm telling you,
a
and
year passed, 2 years, 3 years.
like
4
the years were just passing. I myself was like, we're still together, and it's so it was really, really. I did not even suffer you. It's not even suffer. Like he
Why would you
literally
suffer
spoke to
me?
me for 1 month,
Why would you
and we just started
Why would you do
dating.
that? The chemistry was there, and there was no way for you to.
Yes, that's true.
We're just flowing.
That's true. We're
just with each
flowing.
other.
We're understanding each other, and in fact, we're meant to be. Meant to be. God has said, "This is the one for you."
God is the greatest.
Yes. So guys, that's it for this video. If you guys want to see more videos from us, let me know in the comment section down below, and the type of video you want us to shoot as well. I think we're going to be doing, he's going to do my makeup someday, the day that he finally accepts to do it, because I practically begged him to do this one.
Make up mine.
Somebody said we should do Q&A. We don't know the questions that we're going to answer. Just drop the questions in the comment section as well. That's basically it. I know I have finally fulfilled the promises that I made about this how we met video, and yeah, that's it. Subscribe, please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
Bye, guys.
Mwah.